Alright, another successful breach run. This time we will test out Artillery Ballista with full DPS setup. So Cold Fusion, Conquer Effect. I'll run Reach first to get the AoE for the clearing the mobs at the start. Reach, level 82. This is tier 4. We only get one portal, one shot. But yeah, we finished every attempt so far. So this is set up without using rage generation. I mean, we get rage generation from Orb of Souls, but that's it. Yeah, so not from our totems. And even then, look at the distance. Orb of Souls is over there. We still didn't get rage. We have to be like literally on top of the Orb of Souls to get the rage, which isn't great. But we have other ways to generate rage. Infernal Cry we can use, and we get a bit of rage on hit as well from some of the jewels. This one's rage on hit. This one's a bit of rage on hit. Cool. Alright, here we go. Forget that every time I swap to my rage thing, I change my weapon. To my war cry, I swap my weapon. People say going fast is the way to go. For me, like clearing everything, just 30 seconds at the first checkpoint is pretty good. And then at the second checkpoint, you need like maybe. I've done it even in 10 seconds, but 15, oh, there's a chaos mob there. Yeah, this mob is disgusting. That mob is disgusting. Yep, 20 at the second checkpoint's fine. The chaos mob. Yeah, we easily cleared it with like a few seconds spare. Again, this setup, I'm not sure how I feel about running this setup with no font of rage, but we're testing out. We're testing out. We get rage some other way. Get rage from Orb Storms, but yeah, but we lose it straight away. Keep running. Cool. Again, that was without Font of Rage. Maybe it was a bit quicker. We got Hand of Wisdom action. Maybe it was quick. Bit hard to tell. +4 skills, not that great. Yeah, not that great. Yeah, so that's the setup at the moment. Conk effects, Cool Infusion. The only rage we get is from Inferno Cry. But again, with Inferno Cry, we do swap to melee, so we got to be careful. Melee, at the moment, I have this spear set up with max res. Maybe because I was testing out Elemental Sundering. But I might swap this out for a better shield, just to give a bit more life and block chance. Maybe that's a bit better. When we Inferno Cry, it will be a bit safer. But yeah, once we swap back to our totem setups, there's a bit of delay, obviously. 4 totems. 4 totems. I was thinking of dropping Martial Tempo even. Not Martial Tempo, over Abundance even. See whether that's worth it. Because one less totem, but we get Rage. Might be better. Bit debatable though. So this setup, I feel like it's been the quickest so far. And for clear, we just swap these two out, obviously. When the enemy is frozen, we do like Siege Cascade. Siege Cascade is pretty good. It's like 144% more damage against immobilized enemies. So at the moment, with level 30 Siege Cascade, it's 344% more damage against immobilized enemies. So when they're frozen, we get a lot more damage. So that's pretty good setup. I have ran Deepest Tower setup with Execute, but it just didn't feel good because the totems were attacking so slowly. That's why I like this setup with the Onslaught. When we're attacking really quickly, we tend to clear things and freeze things a lot more effectively. So this is what my tree is looking like at the moment. I've dropped a few nodes and got an extra dual socket for +3 Artillery Ballista. Technically, I've already got +3, so I can drop this whole cluster and get integrated efficiency and maybe run inspiration instead of 30% less cost. Technically, I can run that. I can test that out. This node is also maybe a bit useless. Heavy Frost. Enemy resistance is 0. I mean, when we curse enemies, our curse applies, I think, 41% removed. And with our exposure, which I think might be bugged actually. So exposure, let's have a look. I think drops it by 48. Exposure effect is 20. But I have some on the tree, like overexposure, and I have exposed to the cosmos. So that drops it down even further to like 80. In total, curse plus exposure is like negative 86% resistances, which is enough to take care of the enemy anyway. Maybe I don't need exposed to the cosmos, potentially. I can anoint something else. Maybe I can anoint acceleration. I feel like more speed is always the answer. Acceleration is 10% more skills, increased skill speed. I feel like going fast is the way to go. But yeah, I'll test out a few other setups. This one was a setup without Font of Rage. Font of Rage is in Orb of Storm, Frostbomb, which, as you can see, we have to be like really close to it. Orb of Storm's there, we don't get anything. We have to be like literally on top of it, basically. This is Neocrown, guys. Thanks for watching. That was Tier 4 Xesht. think the build is coming together. We just need to flesh out a few more things. I'm signing off. See ya.